trophy is being handed over to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, and this also signifies that this trophy is open for competition. The General Manager of Nippon Paint, Mr. Nippon will be handing over the sponsorship agreement for the season 2022-23 to the President of Sri Lanka Rugby, Mr. Rizli Liani.
We see is even after the 2 years of COVID, when we started playing, the clubs immediately got into action. The boys were sort of keen to go out, show their culture in the game, and the competition is going to be very tight. But this year is going to be a very tough challenge.
As Nippon Paint Lanka, we have a responsibility towards local sports and young people to showcase their skills. So this is an opportunity for Nippon Paint as a sponsor and for clubs and young people to come out and play rugby.
Very good afternoon to all the rugby lovers who are joining us from across the country and those who are joining us from around the globe. It's a warm welcome. Very bright, very sunny, hot and humid. Not something usually you encounter here at Nittavala, usually pleasant weather. But today, it's a crunch game between KANDY SC and HAVELOCK SC. KANDY dominating the proceedings throughout the tournament. Table toppers looking to wrap things off with a bonus point win here itself. And Park Club boys, they have something different in mind. Lost their first game against KANDY. They're at HAVELOCK Park, so they are looking to take revenge and in return doing a favor to the team in red shirts, Siaran FC. They are keeping their hopes alive with a victory yesterday against Navy with a bonus point. So they are still in with a chance. I take this moment to welcome Kavint Rajapaksha, a Kandian. Very good afternoon.
Very good evening, Dhamika. As you correctly said, the champions KANDY Sports Club will be having it tough against the HAVELOCK Parks because the size difference is much shown, where the HAVELOCK players are much physicality used players, as much as KANDY. They are for the backline workers. For all these years, they have become champions.
KANDY looking for 8th straight title. HAVELOCKs, they are basically out of contention. Their hopes of wrapping their hands around this magnificent looking trophy, which was on display at the rightful place, the rugby capital, the fortress of KANDY SC, right at the center. There you go. Impressive looking KANDY, the rightful owners, looking to keep it inside their trophy cabinet. By the looks of it, the club administrators already be looking to install a new trophy cabinet because the current one, there's no room.
Both teams have been going to the sheds back, having the last conversations about how the game is going to be planned. Two coaches, Fazil Marija and Sanat Martis, will have a lot in their mind on how this game will pan out. So it's a very big occasion, and here's some footage we caught up earlier.
So in a moment, two teams will be lined up in front of the grandstand to be introduced to the dignitaries of today. Promises to be an exciting encounter. KANDY looking to wrap things up.
These are the
KANDY backs as well as forwards working their patterns, doing warm-ups, doing stretchings, everything to get ready. And they are with one thing in mind, to become the champions. That's what they made a habit of.
Here's Damien Rathod on your screens and Lavanga Pereira both 15 and the 13 jerseys for KANDY. This is the final warm-ups the both teams had on your screens. Kadia, the former St. Peter's player, was wearing the number 9 jersey. He'll have a huge task on his hand at scrum of duties, and so will Ramesh Bendis. He's really being Ramesh Fernando rather. He has been really a rock solid player for HAVELOCK at that centre position.
HAVELOCK, of course, started the season with a narrow loss to CR. Bounced back thereafter. Unexpected loss to Police, and expecting exciting action after this commercial break.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live.
We're just about ready for the kickoff, but before that, the chief guest, Mr. Mahesh Veerasinghe, President of KANDY Rugby SC. Vimukti Rahula, HAVELOCK skipper, introducing his players along with the dignitaries from the Sri Lanka Rugby.
And the referees for the game, Priyantha Gunaratna, is most welcome here at his home ground. Yes, Damis Disanayaka, Lavanga Pereira, Tarindu Chaduranga and his players. Johnson, he'll have a big part to play, and so will Wajid Fahmy. This KANDY outfit has been comparatively youngish, but they have really played to their potential as they have played for in the schools, and they'll surely will want to win this title yet again.
Well, a moment ago we saw impressive looking Nippon Paints Rugby League Challenge Trophy. KANDY have won it already, and there you go, the KANDY team card is ready. But before that,
the team card for today for KANDY: Malinta Vijayasundara, Amit Disanayaka, Praveen Charles forming that front row, Tilna Bandar and Chaduro Soisa at the lock combination. Wajid Fahmy moves at flank, and so does Charun Chaduranga. He has been brilliant so far in the season. Sanushka Bevikrami is at number 8, Heshan Johnson at scrum half, Nigel Ratwat and Dinale Kanayaka at fly half, and the left wing, Tarindra Ratwat, Lango Pereira combining for the center combination, and Surya Bandara at the back.
Abdullah Faiz, Nipul Otukorola, Senuka Herat make up the front row. Joel Pereira, Nisran Mohammed, 2 locks, Shehan Dias, Christian Delisle. Flankers, youngsters, Johnny Fernando at number 8, Vimukti Rahula, the skipper, distributor, Sandesh Javikrama directing traffic, Ramesh Fernando at wing, Iranga Aryapala, Chanaka Chandimal at center, Randy Silva switch position to play wing, and Johnny Chandimal, the starting lineup for HAVELOCK SC.
Everything is ready for kickoff. HAVELOCK will be kicking things off from the right to left. It will be Ramesh Fernando by the looks of it. Chanaka Chandimal rather. They call him Mia. Played at Vidyartha in the season of 2010. And the referees Hasan Deveranga, Priyantha Gunaratna and Kalum Sandaruan for this game. Chanaka Nandimal, everything ready for kickoff. Puts in a high hanging kick. Collected by KANDY. Here's the Taran Chaturanga going into contact, met by Christian Delisle. Good play early on, and that's the first penalty won by Christian Delisle. Lovely work right on top of that ball, Dhammiga.
Really good pressure earlier on, Christian Delisle. Right before the start, we spoken about him, a youngster, very talented, excellent pressure on top.
And
Havelock's earning a penalty.
And without any doubts, Sandesh Jayavikrama will go for points early on this game. Just 30 seconds on our clock. And the first penalty won by Christian Delisle. And Sandesh Jayavikrama will... it will be a regulation kick, although it is on the angle. We'll have to wait to get it what really matters.
Sandesh Jayavikrama very accurate throughout the season. Third in the top point scorers table. Should be an easy one.
Measuring his kick up. Has the distance and the direction, and that will be the first points for Havelock Sports Club. A good beginning for the game, and Sanjay Jayavikrama puts in the penalty right in middle of the posts.
Just the kind of start Havelock would have hoped for.
Behind the ball, White, behind the ball.
There's Delisle right on top of that ball. A good penalty one. He should be credited for that turnover. And KANDY restarts through Nigel Ratata. And Havelock, Vimukti Rahula. Twist forwards, that's Shenuka, the former Thurston prop. Vimukti Rahula yet again trying to give it out to Chanaka Chandimal. He puts the ball to boot. Collected by Wajid Fawmi. Srinath Surya Bandara measures his options up, tries to run around, puts the ball to Tilina Bandara.
Ruck form.
A good ruck form. Here's Damit Disanayaka putting it out to Malinta Vijay Sundara, the former Malyadeva prop. A lovely cross kick from Nigel Ratata. Does Lavanga Pereira have the boots? Taken inside. A beautiful defense from KANDY.
Scrum.
Pressure. That's what KANDY has done throughout the tournament. Right after conceding a penalty, what a way to walk back into the game right inside Havelock red zone.
And Nigel Rathatar correctly so spotting space behind Havelock. And Dina Lekanayaka, what a beautiful tackle that is on Ramesh Fernando. He's a danger man for Havelock, but very well done by the youngster from Kingswood. The first scrum of the game. Heshan Johnson to feed it. Wajid Fawmi at the back.
Steady, both steady now.
There'll be two options. The number 8 correctly under advantage. Wasn't played, but Sanushka Bekrama right on the try line. And Tilina Bandara. Another pick and drop. Another pick and drop by KANDY. Johnson searching for the ball. The ball was out. Advantage being played in favor of KANDY for a knock-on.
Exciting passage of play. KANDY almost got through, but Havelock's defense managing to hold on. Still under pressure, just about 5 meters out. Excellent stuff from KANDY.
Excellent defense from Havelock as well. They managed to keep it out. Beautiful work from Shanal Dias.
Crouch.
And KANDY with the second
steady, both steady.
The game. The second for them. Sanushka Bekrama at the back.
No. Advantage.
Jansen gives it out to Nigel Ratha. The advantage being played in favor of KANDY. Lavanga Pereira takes the ball into contact. Ruck form right in front of the posts. Jansen to Tilna Bandara. He unfortunately knocks it, and the advantage was initially played in favor of KANDY for that scrum. So the referee will take it back.
KANDY,
6.
knowing the advantage is coming, try to do something fancy. Obviously, now they'll be focusing on their
Scrum.
man over the whitewash.
And KANDY, correctly so, choosing for the scrum yet again. 3 infringements on the trot could mean a yellow card for Havelocks as well. So that in mind, KANDY go for the scrum. This is the replay where Tilna Bandara knocked the ball on. Jansen yet again.
Steady both.
I think in comparison to the first game against KANDY in the league, Havelock's defense holding up nicely, so far at least.
Good scrummaging from KANDY. Takes the ball over. Advantage being played in favor of KANDY yet again. The ball has been ripped away, but advantage being played, and that is the yellow card coming for Shenal Dias.
Big loss. Shenal Dias, line out jumper.
5, number 5.
Not ideal. Right at the start of the game against a team like KANDY. Were known to exert pressure earlier on and pile up points. And the Havelocks not helping themselves.
Here's the replay. KANDY went straight into the scrum. There they go in front, and look at Shenal Dias. He's coming in from the side, and that's the infringement. He was clearly not in a position where he should be. So advantage in favor of KANDY, and KANDY have another scrum right inside the red zone of Havelocks.
So now Havelocks got to do all the defending with 1 man less. 7 minutes up.
Jansen yet again, this time gives it out, and penalty advantage in favor of Havelocks. The first time the back end player for KANDY had the elbow on the ground. Going in from the side is the call from the referee.
Havelocks saved by the bell. Fortunate. The opportunity to get out of the jail.
Sanjay
Not too many meters still. Pretty much getting out of the jail.
Right, Mark.
Pretty much getting out of the jail. Correctly said, Namika. And in this next 8 to 6 minutes, KANDY have to score because they are playing with an extra man advantage. That will be a very big deal for KANDY, and they should be looking to keep possession with themselves. If they correctly do so, they definitely will end up with points.
Just with their
Good,
excellent
good
back
line
line.
out. Turned over by
Stay back, stay.
Tirina Bandara to Milanta Vijay Sundara. Jansen to Nigel to Tari. Tari to Srinath Surya Bandara, who puts a lovely ball to Kavindu Pereira. He puts the ball to boot. Collected by Virukti Rahul and taken into touch by Virukti Rahul. So it will be a line out in favor of KANDY, but the referee taking back play.
This is what they are known for. I was just about to say, with the excellent back line, they can do this and create overlap again and again. This is the try and tested formula for KANDY.
And the running lines of KANDY have been brilliant so far. The forwards really have put their hand in in this first 10 minutes. Here's the replay. The referee was already playing advantage at that moment. This is where Vimukti Rahul takes the ball into touch, but the referee brought back play in favor of KANDY.
Kavindu Pereira was a little bit quiet during last couple of games. I'm sure he will look to spark some brilliance today.
And Kavindu Pereira and Seshan Jansen has been doing really well in the expected lines. And yes, KANDY with the rolling ball. Damit Dissanayake at the back, taking the ball into Kandak. Still on his way is KANDY. Right over the line, and KANDY scores through Damit Dissanayake. That's the first try for KANDY. Beautiful work from the rolling ball. And against Havis, that is really difficult.
Absolutely. A potent front row. Havelocks known to give this medicine to their opponents, but they are at the receiving end. KANDY forwards. Damit Disanayaka controlling things nicely out there like a general. He goes over.
Yes.
Excellent stuff.
Yes, Damit Disanayaka on your screens, wearing the number 2 jersey. This is him on screen. Damit Disanayaka, the try scorer, and it will be Tarinder Attata in favor of KANDY to put in the extra 2 points. Tari has been really good so far in the season, and he has really done well at the center position as well as kicking. Yes, Damit Disanayaka wearing that number 2 jersey.
Govind Ratwate, Tarinder I meant. Leading point scorer in the cup segment, adds 2 more to his tally.
Beautifully separated by Tarinder. Right down the middle goes Tarinder Ratwate.
Thing about KANDY is the opponents know what's coming at them, still not been able
Behind
to
the
do
ball.
anything about
Big
it.
behind the ball.
The restart will be in favor of Havelocks. Collected by Tarun Chaturanga yet again, and into traffic goes Tarun Chaturanga.
No, rock. Stay. Pink, stay.
Tilina Bandara waited, but Tarinder Ratwate received the ball and put a large high hanging
first.
kick. Knocked back from Randy Silva. He puts the
Stay,
ball
Pink,
back.
get back, Pink, get back, get back, get back.
Collected by Tarinder Sanushka Bekram yet again, but good strength shown by Sanushka Bekram, the former Trinity. Sent Tarinder Ratwate to Charles Praveen. Here's Nigel Ratwate. Lavanga Pereira cutting back in. Takes the ball into contact. Johnson on the blind side. Wajid Fahmy takes the ball into contact and correctly so as well.
No.
Heshan Johnson to Nigel Ratwate yet again. Yes, Charles Praveen. Damit Disanayaka rather.
No, Pink, no.
Penalty in favor of KANDY. Beautifully worked. The
Not support body weight.
Havelock forwards did not have a hand on the ball.
Not support body weight.
Sealing off is the call from the referee.
I think name of the game for Havelocks today, steady mindset and cool temper. But we have seen none from them throughout the first half yet. Exciting rugby coming up. Under 16 youngsters getting a chance from 25th up at KANDY.
What?
You must be happy about it, Kavit.
Very so, Dhammika. That's the penalty one. He did not release the play and he was sealing off. There you go. Penalty in favor of KANDY. Put them onto the line out. Tilna Bandara collected cleanly. Heshan Johnson to Nigel Ratwate. Here's Tarinder to Shanushka Bekram, who's going out at the middle. Johnson puts the ball to Tilna Bandara. Puts a lovely inside ball to Lavanga Pereira, who takes the ball into contact. Well defended by KANDY as well. Here's Nigel Ratwate. Space opening. Should have given the ball out wide. Does Damit Disanayaka. Here's the blind side. Tilna Bandara bundled into touch by Ramesh Fernando, and beautifully so as well.
Another excellent passage of play. KANDY, as I mentioned earlier, sticking to try and tested formula. They're going to do that throughout the game. It's just a matter of how Havelocks are standing up for it.
This is the first set piece Havelock will be receiving in the game. So it will be interesting to see what the line out area for Havies depend on. The first one was turned over, but the second one was called for closing the gap, so it will be a free kick in favor of the Havies.
Just what Havies needed to take a breather.
Outside.
As you can see already, heavy bets tied up earlier on.
Chanaka Chandimal wearing the number 15 jersey. Takes the tap, puts the ball into boot. A beautiful boot as well. Srinath Surya Bandara corrected. Suri puts the ball to boot yet again.
White, get back, White,
Collected
get
by
back, White,
Randy
get back.
gives it out wide to his scrum half Vimukti Rahul. The ball turned over, right over the top of the ball was Chatura Soisa, quickly taken by Heshan Jensen. Advantage being played in favor of KANDY. Tarun Chaturanga, the ball has been ripped apart, and Malinta Vijayasundara finally composes the proceedings.
Series of mistakes. Heavies, they are fortunate to stay down 3 points to 7. Conceded too many penalties already, just about 16 minutes in. Are they going in for a touch?
Surely KANDY
Looks
will
like they will.
Surely KANDY will be going for the touch, because that will be another added pressure for Havelocks. And Havelocks really haven't got any chance to attack at the KANDY line.
Five.
And that has been a worry for Havelocks. They have had less set pieces, meaning that KANDY have not really given away too much penalties to Heavies.
Just about 16 minutes of defending.
10.
That's what they have done.
10.
Who to blame but themselves?
Tilinda Bandara collecting it cleanly. Another time the rolling ball has been formed. KANDY moving forward. Was Shenal Diaz who has come back into the field. Tilinda Bandara taking the ball into contact. Sealed off by Tarindu Chaturanga. Heshan Jensen to Malinta Vijayasundara. Here is Malinta Vijayasundara right over the ball. Picking and dropping, and the knock-on has been forced by Chatura Soisa.
Too eager, clearly. He should have been patient for just a while.
They should have played one phase more and given the ball out wide to their backs. Tari was hovering in a very good field position as well. And so far, Srinathuri Bandara has been a little hideous, I would say.
These things tend to happen when you're in this kind of a mood, because everything goes for you, and they're basically trying to score with every move.
Steady, both steady.
Yes, Vimukti Rahul feeding into the Havelock scrum. They'll yet again be going out of jail.
Use it.
Good scrum by KANDY, but the ball has been put into touch. Doesn't find much meters, but right outside the 22 meters of their red zone.
Still a relief for Havelocks. I think I mentioned this during the Navy KANDY game. This is KANDY's strategy. Pin their opponents inside their own half and play and spend as much time inside their own half. This is that all-important All-Ireland Under-16 tournament up at Pallakele from 25th to 26th. Live on YouTube and Facebook, Sri Lanka Tuskers, Sports Ad and Sports Now.
Damit Disanayaka does the throw in yet again, and it's not straight by to the liking of the referee, so it will be another scrum in favor of the Heavies.
Heavies getting a scrum in favor of them after a while. They must be exhausted with all that defensive efforts.
Lanka Pereira on your screens. He has been playing for KANDY at the number 13 position, filling the shoes of Danushka Ranjan, who played a game but got injured again. This is the line out that wasn't straight. So the scrum you have on your screens is in favor of that.
You take Lavanga Pereira light, he will punish you. He's a smart customer.
Right, boys. But on the scrum point, guys.
Chanaka Chandimal.
Right, crouch.
On your screens, playing at the fly-off position. He has plenty of experience behind his shoulders. Played for Navy in the season where they won as well, and then switched to a couple of years at CR, and now he's back at Heavies.
Bind.
Vimukti Rahul to feed him.
Steady, both steady.
It appears Kavinth winning a game against Havelocks itself an achievement. I beg your pardon, winning a game against KANDY. In fact,
Sanjesh Jayavikrama to Chanaka Chandimal. to Randy Silla. Randy Silla breaks a couple of players and obstruction wasn't called. And Kavindu Pereira right over the ball has turned the ball over. Beautiful work from Kavindu Pereira. Here's Tanindra Rathwata to Tilina Bandara. He takes the ball into contact. Chatura Soisa does really well at flank. Here's Charles Praveen. The first big bust of the game for him.
Twisting
That's the
and
penalty coming
turning.
in for Havelocks. He was diving over the right of that ruck.
Number 6.
As usual, David Pereira right there to inquire about it. Smart skipper, always trying to get inside referee's head. Just about 20 minutes up. Havelocks trailing 3 points to 7.
Sandesh Jayakrama puts Havelock back in KANDY position. KANDY half after a very long time. Here's the replay. Here's Charles Praveen running. 1-2. Manisha Madhuvan tries to put him down, and so does Christian Delilah and Abdullah Faiz. And there is the over penalty there. He dived in, run right over that, and Abdullah Faiz to throw in. Overthrown, collected by Tarun Chaturanga. Sanushka Jayavikrama does really well, and Tari runs the line. A beautiful work from Tarindra Rathwata. Gives it out to Tilina Bandara. Ball available for Damit Disanaka. Here's Charles Praveen to Srinath Surya Bandara, who puts the chip kick for Dinal Lekanayaka to run. Ramesh Pendis has been well handled by KANDY, and the penalty has been won by Fajit Fahmy. Brilliant work from KANDY.
Exerting pressure just like that.
First arriving player.
It's very, very tough to not to hold on to the ball when you are under pressure. Now Nigel Rathwata, nice touch finder.
Wave after wave of attacks from KANDY. Havis have really held on. The score is just 7 points to 3. Here's the replay. Ramesh Fernando collected it cleanly. Dinal Lekanayaka, a good tackle coming in from him, and Vajit Fahmy does the rest of the work. Here's Mia. He has taken the ball.
Stay, get back.
Yet again, and Damit Disanayaka forms right at the back as well. Here's Anjan Johnson urging his players to go, and Damit Disanayaka right below it, and a penalty has been won. The tackler wasn't released.
Number 3.
Hence the penalty coming in for KANDY.
Number 3, first tackler roll
So
away.
another penalty for KANDY, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with this.
Havelock's got some serious resurrections to do. Mistakes after mistakes.
Right center.
Here's the replay. Damit Disanayaka trying to go by himself. He was well defended by
Right line out to Urandisal Endepa.
Vimukti Rahul and Shenuka. And
Both
the
teams.
player wasn't released by Vimukti Rahul, hence the penalty.
Just take a look at that pressure.
Stay.
Here's KANDY yet again forming that rolling ball, and this time KANDY will be scoring the second try of the game. Beautiful work from the number 28, Vajit Fahmy, scoring the second try for KANDY.
Everyone is focusing on KANDY backline, talk of the town, and KANDY forwards raise their hands up, telling guys, we are ready to do the same.
Here's Vajit Fahmy on your screens. The second try for KANDY, 12 points to 3. After that, wave after wave of attacks, Havelock have been penetrated for the second time. This is the rolling maul. KANDY have been doing really well in this rolling maul. It is not easy to do this against a team coached by Sanat Martis.
Absolutely. I think there will be some strong words will be spoken during the halftime break. Just about 16 minutes away, 3 points to 12 points down.
And Tanindra Rathwata measuring his kick up. Right over that corner. Tari has been doing really well in the place kicking department so far in the tournament. He has landed some of them, has the distance and not the direction. So it will stay at 12 points to 3 as KANDY leading.
Just a simple formula.
Kwani ball.
Smart, fluent rugby. As I mentioned in the game against Navy, KANDY getting their basics right in comparison to all the other teams in the league. They are supreme just because they are doing the basics right.
Yes, and the youngsters who have come in for KANDY, the likes of Chatura Soisa, Dina Lekanayaka, Bhavantu Dangamua and so on, they have really played brilliantly for the KANDY outfit this time, and Coach Fazil Marija has done really a good job with this KANDY team. Yes, Tarun Chaturanga taking the ball into contact. The heavy flanker. Jansen gives it out wide to Nigel Ratata, who puts the ball to boot. This time not collected by Randy Silva, but keeps on possession and puts the ball to boot back.
Get back.
Good connection from Randy Silva as well. Here's Imanka Aryapala. Vimukti Rahula puts the box kick in for Randy Silva. Srinath Surya Bandara will turn over and Suri beats the second defender, and here's Sanushka Bevikrama taking the ball into contact. Beautiful work from KANDY. Heshan Jensen giving it out to Charles Praveen. Here's Jakub Bali. Malinta Vijay Sundara Radha. Jensen to Tari. To Nigel. Nigel running through the gap. Doesn't pass. Good choice though. Tarindra Twatta. But the penalty for rolling on has been awarded to HAVELOCK.
Very enterprising play.
Captain.
Ended just like
Captain.
that, but KANDY still maintaining their sharpness, to say the least. Even inside their own half, they are ready to attack.
And Havis, for the first time of the game, are inside the 22 meters of their opposition half, the KANDY red zone. This will be interesting to see what the HAVELOCK does, and this is an opportunity to see how KANDY defend against these forwards of well-oiled forwards of the Havis.
White four.
I think they got to take a few leaves out of KANDY's book, doing simple things right. Right throughout the first half, just about 60 to 70%. They've been doing the defending now for a change. They are attacking.
Here's the Havis forming that rolling maul, and still on their feet is HAVELOCK's beautiful rolling maul. Still on their feet. Shanal Dias, and looks like Shanal Dias has been held up. The ball has been held up. Brilliant work from Chatura Soisa and Tarun Chaturanga. There they are, rising from the pile of bodies. And Sanushka Bevikrama also should be credited for that held up.
That's the way
Goal
to defend a rolling maul. HAVELOCK's known for this. This time, however, they couldn't come out with a point.
Randy Silva on your screens, and it's Malinta Vijay Sundara on your screen. He's looks like he's nursing an injury. The knee was heavily strapped. Here's the under-16 All-Island Invitational Rugby Tournament 2023. It is at the Trinity College Rugby Grounds from the 25th to the 26th of February. And you can watch that live on YouTube and Facebook. The Sri Lanka Tuskers, Sports Ad and Sports Now.
Of course, sponsored by Nippon Paints, sponsors of this
Time on.
magnificently organized League Rugby
Behind the line.
2022-2023 season.
So it will be a drop goal line out, drop out. Goal line drop out. And here's Ramesh Fernando. Try to go by himself, puts in a lovely ball to Randy Silva. Only manages to knock it on.
Line out to scrum. Line out and scrum.
Big
Scrum.
round of applause for that pass. Here's Wajid Fahmy. He has been brilliant since he's been to KANDY. He was a brilliant player for Zahira as well in that 2016 season. Captain Zahira.
Right, boys, but on this scrum.
Here's Shenal Dias, the former Wesleyite.
Right, second in.
Scrum in favor of KANDY.
Bind.
That's speaking about
Steady box,
Shehan
steady now.
Johnson. Surya Bandara in the making.
5.
Very nippy, very talented, isn't it?
Shehan Johnson to Nigel Ratwata, who puts the ball to boot. A lovely kick for Dina Lekanayaka. Dina Lekanayaka looks like he'll collect it cleanly. And the ball has been ripped apart by Ramesh Fernando. But Lavanga Pereira gives him a nuisance. Vimukti Rahula finding for that ball out of the ruck. Here's Sandesh Jayavikrama, lovely cutout pass to Abdullah Faiz. He's been bundled down. And here's Christian Delisle, barging through one, barging through two, three. And finally held up by Tarun Chaturanga. Here's the ball has been knocked down by Havelock, and that is the mistake Havelock has been making. Whenever they've been inside the opposition half, they have not managed to complete that final pass.
Just when they needing to be fluent, they are coming up with
Guys.
cardinal errors like this. A simple ball presented, not being able to collect it, too much of eagerness. Just like that, chance gone a begging.
Right, my call, boys.
Abdullah Faiz, the
Crouch.
culprit, knocking that ball
Bind.
on right in
Set.
the opposition half.
Steady box, steady
Ihsan
now.
Johnson with another feed into the scrum. KANDY have formed two defenses.
18,
Looks
18.
like they'll go for the open side. Sanushka Bevikrama to Ihsan Johnson. Yes, Srinath Surya Bandara, well tackled by Randy Silva.
Release, tackle,
He has
release.
been grounded, should release the player, and they finally do so as well.
Stay.
Damit Disanayak and Tirina Bandara forming
White, use
the
it.
ruck, and
9.
Johnson will be puts in a box kick, first of the game. Vimukti Rahula collects it cleanly, goes past a couple of players, but not past Kavindu Pereira. Yes, Sandesh Jayavikrama yet again to Mia. Lovely cutout pass to Ramesh Fernando. He has been tackled by Dina Lekanayaka, taken into contact by Imanka Aryapala.
Back.
Sandesh Jayavikrama to Vimukti Rahula. Malisha Madhubevan
No, 6, no.
forms the ruck for Havis. Sandesh Jayavikrama yet again gives it out to his forwards.
No, 17, no.
Good work from the Havis. Rahul
Stay.
yet again to Abdullah Faiz. Shanuka Tennakon rather. Still possession with Havis. Here's Chanaka Chandima stepping past one. And here's the number 24.
No.
No, Joel Pereira. Vimukti Rahula to Christian Delisle, puts the ball into a lovely pop pass. Here's Sandesh Jayavikrama running. And the number 22, Randy Silva, cutting back in. Beautiful work from Havelock. Beautiful face play from Havelock. And here's the number 3 going in right
No.
in front of the try line. And here's
No.
Ivanka Aryapala.
Roll away.
Penalty in favor of Havelocks.
First roll away.
What an enterprising play. Havelock deserves a break like that.
14. Not
I think the
support,
best
body weight.
passage of play
First
for
tackle, roll
Havelocks
away.
after quite a while.
Early and
It is fair to say
scrum.
throughout the first half they've been doing mostly defending, but for a change now they are in with a realistic chance. I think they should put next score on the board to stay in contention, stay within
Hurry up, Pink.
catchable distance with KANDY.
And that last passage of play was about 20 phases. They
Callum,
really
Callum, Callum.
attacked the Kandy defense,
Guys,
one
man,
after
yeah.
another.
Boys.
The waves kept
Back,
on,
crouch.
and finally Kandy gave away a
Bye.
penalty. Now it's a scrum in favor of the
Steady.
Havelocks,
Steady,
right
box,
inside
steady.
the 22 meters of
Steady, box.
the Kandy red zone.
Havelock should be doing this more
Use
often.
it.
Yes, Sandesh Javikrama puts the ball to boot, and yes,
Cut out.
Srinath Surya Bandara, this is what he's capable of. Srinath Surya Bandara caught him back in. Ramesh Fernando finally takes the ball into contact. Nigel Ratwata gives it out to Tarinder Ratwata, puts the hammer down, and Dinala Kadaka does really well. Here's Kavindu Pereira giving it out wide to Lavanga Pereira.
Back four.
Possession with Kandy. Here's Chatura Soisa taking the ball into
No.
contact.
No.
Advantage being played in favor of Kandy. The ball has been given out wide to Dinala Kanayaka.
Stay back.
Here's
Wow.
Malinta Vijay Sundara taking the ball into contact.
No.
Malisha Mathimayan does really well, but the
No advantage.
referee will go back to the
Go
play
for the penalty.
where the advantage occurred, and it will be a penalty in favor of Kandy.
Kavit, how about that for a counter attack?
Offside.
It was Havis who doing the attack, and all of a sudden Kandy inside Havis red zone, just like that. That's why they are so dangerous.
Yes, that is why they are so dangerous, because they
Hurry
can
up.
do that within a half a second or so, and now
Take hurry
Kandy are
up.
in the opposition half red zone, as they were seconds ago away in their own red zone. Nigel Ratata puts the ball to boot. 35 minutes on our clock.
Just about 5 minutes remains before the closure of the
Right, Mark.
first half.
Four. Get pick close.
Ideal time to get
Yes.
another score for Kandy.
Here's the Havis Lock did not release the ball player
On the line.
before going in back to his gate. And Malinta Vijayasundara, he was brilliantly done. Ball given away to Havelock. Here's an opportunity for Havelocks to clear it out. Chanaka Chandimal waiting, puts the ball to boot, puts a high hanging book, but this doesn't go into touch. Srinath Surya Bandara, an opportunity for Suri. Cutting back 3-4 players. Jansen running, giving it out to Malinda Vijayasundara, to Nigel Ratwata. Here's Taninder Ratwata, Wajid Fahmi gives it out to Kavindu Pereira, who padded the ball back. And Jansen giving it out wide to Tari yet again. Tari playing at high fly half. And the referee has blown the whistle. Penalty in favor of Kandy yet again.
During that passage, I think credit should
High
be given
tackle.
to Havelocks to be able to defend that one.
Penalty advantage in favor of a high tackle by the Havelock player. Kandy yet again with the penalty. Second penalty in the space of just a minute or so.
Time for Rolling Mall to get on. Havelocks had 2 tries
Hey,
with
Mark.
their setup.
Get pick close, guys.
If Kavindu Pereira had collected that, definitely Lavanga Pereira was in space, and that would have been the third try, but the pass was just delayed one from Nigel Ratwata.
Stay.
Here's the rolling ball formed again by Kandy. Damit Disanayak at the back. Still
No,
on
no,
their
no,
feet
five,
is
five, five,
Kandy.
no.
Coming in from the side, and that's the try being scored by Damit Disanayak, the second of the game. But the try hasn't been awarded yet as well. Try awarded to Kandy.
Just like that. Well functioning, well oiled machine. Kandy Rolling Mall. Third try. Expected the back line to do the talking, but today
Damit Disanayak with the second try of the game. The former Rolling Mall, he was the receiver to the try as well. And it will be Tarinder Ratwata yet again from this corner this time, trying to get the extra 2 points.
just about 2 minutes left in the half. Tarinder Ratwata just about to add 2 more points to his already impressive tally. Havelocks just 3 points. They got to come back with a different mindset, different game plan in the second half to make this game interesting. Otherwise, it's KANDY all the way.
Tari measuring his kick up. He probably has the distance. It will be the direction that matters. A lovely high hanging kick bisecting the posts. That's the 2 points added by Tarindaratta. A beautiful kick from down and under.
Callum, half.
Just about
Callum.
a minute to play in the first half.
Interestingly, KANDY needing just one
Bimba.
try to secure their
Bimba, Macha.
bonus point and be on the right side of the result at the end of the game, which means they wrap things off for this season. The trophy is theirs and they will be the champions for the 8th consecutive time. KANDY, dominant first half.
Yes, very interestingly, a very dominant first half from KANDY, as you correctly said, Dhammika, and the scores prevail 19 points to 3. And here's the half-time confirmation, 19 points to KANDY and 3 points to Havelocks. And that is how it panned out at the half-time here at Nittavala.
We are getting an opportunity to look at its scintillating highlights.
Yes,
KANDY forwards all the way.
Sanjesh Jayakrama putting in the first 3 points, and Damit Disanayake scoring that brilliant try from the back of that rolling ball. And he scored another as well. Tari was pinpoint on the first conversion.
Mr. Jaisi.
And here's KANDY scoring that second try of the game. And it was Wajid Fahmi who went over that time. Another rolling ball, and here's the final rolling ball that went over. And Damit Disanayake collected his second try. There you go. There's Damit breaking in from the back of that maul and going over. And Tarindaratta has 2 kicks out of 3. And those are the highlights of the first half. And we will now go for a short commercial break. And when we do come back, we'll have live action.
With happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint. වසර 102ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved. Max Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Playing to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddha Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 102ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන් Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 102ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන් Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Welcome back with the live action up at Nittavalla. This beautiful crowd up at KANDY getting a game after a month almost. So they are turning up in great numbers and as usual pushing their team for the title. Excellent stuff at Nittavalla.
Yes, we are waiting for an exciting second half of rugby. It will be Nigel Rattat to restart things. Nigel has been brilliant so far in this season. Playing at the fly half position for KANDY. KANDY have 3 fly halves who can play. Srinath Suryabandara has stepped up to the number 10 jersey last time around KANDY played. And Tari was also a fly half at Trinity in 2014 as Nigel restart things. A high hanging kick.
Havelocks expecting a polished performance right at the beginning of the first half, but started off with a knock-on. Not the ideal way to start.
Here's Tarinder Rattat giving it out wide to Nigel Rattat. Numbers on the outside to Kavindu Pereira, cutting back in. He's been bundled down. And Heshan Jensen to Tarinder Rattat, who spots a drop goal and just misses it. Was playing with advantage. And Tarinder, a beautiful drop goal attempt as well. That was out of the ordinary books as the referee stops play for an injury. It looked like Chanaka Chandimal.
By the looks of it, KANDY doing whatever they want to do at their pace. Series of mistakes still continues. Havelocks got to come up with a polished performance in the second half, trailing by 16 points.
This is Iman Karyapala on your screens. He was the one who nursed the injury. KANDY with an opportunity for 3 points, but here's the replay. On the left shoulder, Kavindu bumped off it, and that was the drop goal attempt from Tarinder Rattat.
Offside.
It was ever so close, but KANDY doesn't get the 3 points, and KANDY will restart things with a penalty in favor of the 22 meters of the heavies.
Right. Boys, captain close kanpa.
Right inside him. Here's Tilna Bandara collecting the ball cleanly, and here's Damit Disanayaka right at the back. Does all the hard work. Tarin Chaturanga clearly taking the rolling ball, and advantage being played in favor of an intentional collapse. Yes, Tarinder Rattat cutting back in. It doesn't find much gain, but Johnson giving it out wide to Nigel Rattat, who puts the ball to boot and collected by Havelock. And it will be the referee will come back to where the infringement occurred, and that too will be in favor of KANDY.
Havelocks still looks like a bunch of rattled rugby players. They found no answers to what KANDY is throwing at them right throughout the game. 42 minutes up.
Keep your mark, one.
And another line out in favor of KANDY. KANDY have been really dominant in this line out department. They have turned over one as well, the first throw by the heavies, and they set the rolling ball yet again. Advantage being played in favor of KANDY as well. The referee
No.
giving it out wide.
Release no five.
To KANDY. Here's a pick and drop from KANDY. Just over the Advantage the referee initially paid for not rolling away.
In comparison to their games, their previous games, Havelocks found far too many occasions not rolling away, and looks like they are not listening to the ref, or they are not aware of it, because they are keep continuing doing it and conceding important balls to KANDY. They are not needing second invitation to create scoring opportunities.
Yeah, KANDY are feeding from the errors of the heavies. Penalty after penalty, 2 penalties on the trot, in fact inside the 22 meters. The next will most likely be a yellow card in favor of heavies if they do infringe. This time around KANDY have opted for the scrum.
KANDY getting closer to their all-important 4th try to earn the bonus point.
Heshan Johnson puts the ball in. Wajid Fahmy breaks, and here's Heshan Johnson to Tarinder Athwat and Dinal Lekanayaka, and beautiful work from Dinal Lekanayaka wearing the number 11 jersey, the former Kingswood player. Lovely work from the youngsters from Kingswood. Heshan Johnson and Dinal Lekanayaka forming for KANDY.
Brilliant play. Bonus point done. Now KANDY just needing to end this game at the right side of the results. 24.
Here's the replay. Wajid Fahmy breaking away for Heshan Johnson. Here's the pass for Dinal Lekanayaka right between Ibanka Aryapala and Chanaka Chandimal goes Dinal Lekanayaka, and a beautiful try for KANDY.
A repeat of a try against Navy. Just a carbon copy.
Yeah, that time around Tarinder Athwat and Srinath Suryabandar combined for KANDY, and this time around Heshan Johnson and Dinal Lekanayaka. This will be a regulation kick for Tari right under the posts, and adds the extra points as well. Just 45 minutes on our clock. KANDY 26 points to 3, and they lead by 23 points.
This lead already looking a daunting task for Havelocks. Just 3 points, and they are overwhelmed by a superior side today. KANDY very fluent.
KANDY this season has been a little lethargic in the second half, because most teams have really cut those differences, because they've only won by 3-4 points the max in the previous games they played, as Tarindu Chaduranga feeds the ball. Tilina Bandar to Nigel Ratata, giving it out right to Kavindu Pereira. Yes, Kavindu Pereira in space, and still in pace is Kavindu Pereira. Yes, Kavindu Pereira cutting back in, finally brought down a lovely offload to Tarinder Athwat, who takes the ball into the 22 meters. Heshan Johnson wanted the ball, but Havis infringed there. Hence a penalty in favor of KANDY.
That's what Kavindu Pereira can do for you. Give him space. You won't be able to catch him almost all the way, but Havelock defenders just managed to hold him down.
Nigel Ratata puts the ball to boot. 5-meter line out in favor of KANDY. Here's the replay. Kavindu Pereira, look at this brilliant offload to Tarinder Athwat. Tari had Wajid Fahmy on the inside as well, but he tripped over. Johnson clearly wanting that penalty.
Right before the beginning of this game, inside the clubhouse, the talk of the town is KANDY will wrap things up this game itself. Looks like they are well on their way.
Here's the replay. Nigel Ratata giving it out, a lovely ball to Kavindu Pereira, who cut back in, went through 2 defenders. And here's KANDY with another rolling ball. They didn't wait, and penalty in favor of the heavies. The line out, the ball carrier, when he lands, he should transfer the ball. He should not transfer the ball to the back if the scrum has not been engaged.
Basically heat of the moment stuff, eyeing another try. tend to happen. Good kick by Sandesh Javikrama to get out of jail just about 5 meters outside their own 22.
It is Abdullah Faiz to throw in. Havelock's made a substitution as well. We'll get back to that later. As Havis with the line out. A 5-man line out rather. Collected by the Havis. Vimukti Rahula to Sandesh Javikrama, who gives it out to Chanaka Chandimal. And Srinath Surya Bandar right under it. He puts the ball to boot.
Get back.
Dinal Lekanayaka collecting it cleanly. Beautiful work from Dilan Lekanayaka. Good presence of mind. Jansen giving it out to Damit Disanayaka, who puts Malinta Vijayasundara in space. A lovely cut inside pass. Inside pass to Yaqub Ali, who has replaced
Ball
Charles
knocked
Praveen.
Forward. Narrow escape for Havelocks. Right at the beginning of the second half, KANDY increasing the intensity, increasing the tempo. Looks like Havelocks so far haven't been able to catch up to what KANDY is throwing at them.
Right, guys.
Lead 23, daunting task. Will they be
Crouch.
able to close the gap down?
Bind.
And KANDY, the front row has been replaced. Yaqub Ali and Malinta Vijayasundara has Milan Veerasinghe has replaced as the props. Here's Vimukti Rahula giving it out wide to his players, and looks like it will be a full out, and the referee will bring back play. Here's Tinina Bandar on your screens.
When you're overwhelmed by a side like KANDY and already 26-3 down, Havelocks trying to overdo themselves and losing their composure. You can clearly see from their body language, they are rattled, they are overwhelmed. Still, there's an opportunity for them to gather their thoughts, but KANDY not providing any.
With the throw in, the ball was transferred, and he has Heshan Jansen. The ball has been knocked on. That will be a yellow card, surely. He put the hand out, struck the hand out, thought it was a yellow card.
Yes, clearly looks like a deliberate knock-on, but referee being a little lenient.
It might have been that the referee saw two hands thrown at it. That surely must have been what happened. And as Tarindra Ratwata, this is the replay. Tarindu Chaturanga giving it out to Jansen. Here's Jansen giving it out to Tari, and that was a deliberate had a 50-50 call.
Okay,
Close call, fair enough.
Tari measures his kick up. The first penalty he's about to put through. Right under the post, and Tari misses it. Regulation had the distance but not the direction. As
I should say a rare miss by normally very accurate Tarindra Ratwate.
9.
Tarindu Chaturanga, he has been a workhorse for KANDY this season. He was nursing an injury on the first two matches of the game as well. So was Damit Disanayaka, but they have really turned up. Tarindu Chaturanga, what a flanker he has been for KANDY throughout the years. And
You are
it will
right
be a
about him,
22-meter
Tarindu
dropout.
Chaturanga. Real workhorse, excellent work rate. Previous
Sanushka
game.
Bevikrama giving it out to Tarindra Ratwata, who puts the ball to boot, and Sanushka yet again. This time advantage in favor of Havis, puts a lovely high hanging kick collected by Dina Lekanayaka, who has the presence of mind
10.
to mark the call. Call the mark.
Please 10, pink.
KANDY not only fluent, not only adventurous, but very, very smart. They know what to do. They know how to tackle the situation. They know how to absorb pressure, and they know how to counter-attack.
Gives it out to Srinath Surya Bandara. He puts the ball to boot, and looks like Oshan Pereira has joined in wearing the number 23 jersey for KANDY. Here's Ramesh Fernando playing the left wing. Shenuka Pereira, the former Peter Wright player. Tari and Nigel. Nigel has been distributing things at number 10 brilliantly today as well.
Kavinta, I can't help but noticing from the body language of KANDY players, they know they pretty much...
Rolling ball set by Havis, going forward inch by inch. Yes, Sandesh Jayavikrama giving it out wide to Kadia. Ramesh Fernando, who gives the ball out wide. Here's Randy Silva cutting back in. A lovely backhand pass to Sandesh Jayavikrama.
No advantage.
The referee was playing advantage in favor of the Havis. So he'll bring back play. Havis have the option of 2 penalties. Right there, right across of the field. And Sandesh Jayavikrama will put this ball into touch. The call from the referee was a high tackle.
Havelocks should work something off from this move. They've been doing all the defending right throughout the game. We expected them to come out with a polished performance in the second half. Not to be.
Yes, Ramesh Fernando.
A high shot, a penalty, kick to the touch, and they will be working things from there. Hopefully can come out with some points.
Yes, Havis with possession. Right inside the 22 meters of KANDY. Shenal Dias takes the ball forward. Wajid Fahmi rolls away.
No, 6.
Another pick and drop. KANDY counter-rucking the ball. The ball was available, but Havis looks like they've separated. And here's Ravin Fernando, the former Peter Wright player, and the ball has been blocked backwards. Tackle coming in from KANDY. Havelocks right on the verge, collected by Christian Delay, who puts the ball back to Sandesh Jayavikrama. But the ball has been knocked down by the Havis. Here's Nigel Ratatta, who puts the ball to boot. And it will be Kavinda Pereira who will be chasing this. But yet again, Ravin Fernando was right on the target. Chanaka Chandimal taking the ball into contact. Good work by Kavinda Pereira. This time too, Randy Silva acts as the scrum half. Taken and the penalty has been won by KANDY. Beautifully worked. And Damit Disanaga does the hard goal.
Gives away the ball at crucial moments. You can't expect to come out on top against a side like KANDY by continuing to do so. It's almost a formality. KANDY getting enough balls and they get inside the opposition half as they wish.
No chance. Out.
Just about 20 minutes to play on our clock. And KANDY are comfortably leading 26 points to 3. Here's Sandesh Jayavikrama. And Malisha Madhumevan and his co played for Royal in that winning champion side in 2020, 17 rather. He was an important player for that Royal side. Was coached by Sanat Martis back then as well.
Time on.
Just over 20 minutes remaining on the clock. I wonder, already a big score on the cards, how big
time
it
on.
can be. That's the only question
Right, mark.
by the looks of it.
5, mark.
Havelocks
Mark.
ran out of thoughts, ran out of ideas.
It looks like
Rattled bunch of rug rides in the middle of Nittavela Stadium.
another substitute from
10.
the Heavies, wearing the number 36 jersey, collected by Tilna Bandara, formed and given out wide to Hesan Johnson, who gives it out wide to Oshan Pereira. Here's Dinal Lekanayaka cutting back in. He takes the ball into contact.
Ruck form.
Hesan Johnson gives it out wide to Damit Disanayaka, collected by Charles Praveen, but he's been pushed back by Christian Delight and Malisha Madhumewan. Here's Nigel Ratata cutting back in, gives it out to Oshan Pereira. Hesan Johnson to Yakub Ali. Yakub Ali takes the ball into contact, gives it out to Charles Praveen, and here's Charles Praveen in space. The ball has been knocked on. Beautiful passage of play from Kandy, but eventually they knocked the ball on right inside the 22-meter red zone.
Missed opportunity clearly. Havis, the happier bunch with that move. Kandy definitely should have scored, but just butterfingers. Ball slipped out of the hands.
Looks like Abdul Hafaiz is the man down. Here's Yakub Ali. Lovely step from Charles Praveen. Tarundu Chaturanga tried to pick it up and he knocked the ball on. This is Abdul Hafaiz, the former Peterite player.
I got to mention the work rate from the Kandy forwards. Outstanding today, Kavint.
Yes, Tarundu Chaturanga and Chatura Soisa have been brilliant so far in this season. And for Kandy, Damit Disanayaka and Nigel Ratata has brought in plenty of experience, and they have really shuffled their players, especially shuffled their front row, and they have managed to get on top of a lot of teams and are still unbeaten.
Nigel Ratota, 3 times keeper back-to-back. To have someone like him in the middle, invaluable.
Yes, and plenty of experience in the likes of Tarinder Rattata, Srinath Surya Bandara, Kavindu Pereira. All these players played together for a long time.
Change.
And Kandy are missing quite a few of their stars due to injury as well. The referee asking the player to be substituted.
More often than not, Nigel and the skipper Damit Disanayaka controlling things out there in the middle. Keep the team composed and focused. That has been the secret. As they say, experience counts. Experience matters. Kandy reaping benefits from having players like Nigel Ratota.
Abdullah Faiz leaving the field, and must have a replacement, and looks like Mithun Hapugoda has joined the line as well in place of Ivan Karyapala. He's playing at his position at the second center position, and looks like Damien Ratwat will be on the field as well.
Set. Steady, both steady.
Ravin Fernando to feed him. Good scrummaging from Kandy, and beautiful work on Christian Delisle by Tarun Chaturanga. He was manhandled there. Gives it out wide to Sandesh Jai Vikrama, who puts the ball to boot, and he does fine touch right inside the opposition half.
Man-injured Abdullah Faiz, big man, had a decent game. Not good enough for Havelocks, but Havelock got to contend with it. Sandesh Jai Vikrama, worried look in his face. Kandy looked calm and composed and focused. They want to put more points on the board by the looks of it.
And credit should be given to Tirina Bandar as well. He has been dominant in that line out jumping since Shehan Lema Patirana left. He has been the man who they have been going to, and he has the number 2 Sanushka Bevikrama, who has also had a brilliant game for KANDY.
No.
All these players working as a unit. Nailja Ratata giving it out wide to Tarendra Ratata, gives it out to Kavindu Pereira. Kavindu Pereira cuts back in, gives it out to Srinath Surya Bandara, who takes the ball into contact, and Heshan Jensen going through the fringes is Heshan Jensen. The first time we've seen that. And Tarit Chaturanga giving it out wide to Nigel Ratata, who takes the ball into contact. Beautiful work from the heavies, and Nigel Ratata stranded in that ruck, and a penalty one in favor of the Havelocks.
Ball has been turned over after a while. It's very, very tough when a team like KANDY on the ascent, putting so much of pressure. It is really difficult for any team to keep their composure going, and it's a clear case of Havelocks far better side than this, far better side than what we have seen today.
Nigel there should have given it out to Oshan Pereira, because he was in an overlap position, and KANDY could have really benefited from that. And so it will be a line out in favor of the Havelocks. The new man doesn't manage to collect it cleanly. He has Ravin Fernando to Sandesh Jayavikrama. He has Mithun Habugota to Iranga Aryapala. The tackler should be released. Ravin Fernando to the new man, number 36. Ravin Fernando yet again gives it out wide. KANDY have counter-rugged. Beautiful work from Manishan Mohindras. The replacement play, and Tari puts the ball to boot. Collected by Chanaka Chandimal. Mithun Hanguvoda on his outside. Takes the ball into contact. Good work by Christian Delight. But the penalty has been won. Delight taking the ball quickly. Taking the quick tap. Gains some meters for Havelock. Good work from Tarun Chaturanga yet again. Here's Randy Silva giving it out wide to Shenal Dias, who takes the ball into contact. Chanaka Chandimal giving it out wide. Here's the forwards for Havis as they win another penalty.
Looking to add some decency to the scoreline. KANDY entering, Havelocks entering KANDY 22-meter line. Good kick, just about 5 meters out. Hopefully Havelocks can put some points on the board and make the remaining 15 minutes interesting.
White 9. Time of 22. 22. Number 9, 22.
Bhavanto Dangamu and Damien Rattat has been replaced. Bhavanto Dangamu in place of Sanushka Bevikrama, one of the flankers. Collected by Shanal Dias. Good defense from KANDY the first time around. Going sideways. Still sideways is the Havis. Good defense from KANDY. Beautifully done. Held the man up and bundled onto the ground.
White ball.
Havelocks forward as well as backs looks like a tired bunch of players tied off from doing all the defending. Didn't help.
Look at that defense from Tarindu Chaturanga, and that man Thilina Bandara, he was the man who was right on that ball. He was the one who did all the hard work, and KANDY have been benefited by a scrum inside the 22 meters.
Set.
Has been replaced as the number 8, where his brother Buonako Dangamu played. What a player he was.
No.
Ishan Johnson to Damien Ratata, playing at the fly half position. A good high hanging kick right outside the 22 meters.
Just about 12 minutes remaining on the clock. HAVELOCK with key players being replaced by KANDY. Should be on the lookout for creating opportunities, like I mentioned earlier, to add some decency to the scoreline. You would ideally looking at a game hopefully ended with a single digit points difference, but at the moment 23 points looks bad on Havis.
Yes, white on your screens. Playing at center. Nigel hasn't left the field as well. Thilina Bandara. Wasn't Thilina Bandara who knocked it back. It might have been Charles Praveen. Running into traffic is Dinal Lekanayaka. Good work done from the Havis. The ball has been turned over. Here's
no, ruck form, no!
Right inside the 22 meters of the KANDY defense. Blocks. Here's Ravin Fernando going for the blind side. Gives it out wide to Malisha Madhujan, who was bundled. And Randy Silva, he takes the ball into contact. He's been bundled back as well. And another good tackle coming in from KANDY, and Tarindu Chaturanga right over that ball.
Lack of intent from Havis. Tired, outsmarted, outplayed. They're basically waiting to get this done as quickly as possible. In the meantime,
Damien Ratnatha doesn't put the ball to boot. Here's Randy Silva, he puts the ball to boot. A high hanging kick. Advantage being played in favor of the Havis. Looks like that will be a penalty in favor of the Havis, if not more.
There was a heavy collision of two players. Looks like he got hit on the shoulder. Oh, very, very dangerous. I hope he's all right.
I think that was Nigel Ratata who went up on Randy Silva.
Good to see he's up. Horrific collision. Excellent KANDY crowd. Special, always. Backing KANDY for amazing achievements. They're just about to seal the deal for this season.
Sanjay Jayakrama puts the ball into boot. Finds touch, and it will be a line out in favor of HAVELOCK inside the 22 meters of KANDY, the red zone.
White, don't close in the gap, White.
The hooker has been changed for KANDY as well. Damit Disanayaka has been replaced by Uchita Jayasurya, known as Cheetah. Here's Ravin Fernando giving it out wide to Sandesh Jayakrama. He's been bundled into touch.
Can play.
But Tarun Chaturanga, beautiful work coming in from him. Beautiful turnover. And here's Ishan Johnson putting the ball to boot. Here's Oshan Pereira giving it out wide to Dinal Lekanayaka. He tries to run past Ramesh Fernando but doesn't manage to do so. Thilina Bandara out to Bhavanta Udangamua. He takes the ball into contact.
No!
Ball available for Johnson. Here's Thilina Bandara yet again. Wajid Fawmi on his inside.
Advantage.
A lovely backhand pass, but the ball has been knocked down by KANDY. looks like it'll be Oshan Pereira who will dot down and give in that own try.
Having the presence of mind right throughout the game, KANDY been brilliant. They are opportunistic whenever an opportunity is presented. They more or less used it and put points on the board. 23 points to 23 points adrift. This is not exactly I expected from HAVELOCK. I expected a close encounter.
So did I. HAVELOCK has been played brilliantly, but in patches. That has been their downfall this season.
You can't do that. KANDY set themselves such high standards. You got to be vigilant right throughout the game. You got to be smart. You got to be opportunistic right throughout the game. Good to see KANDY setting such high standards.
Robin Fernando to Sandesh Jayavikrama. Here's Mithun Hapugada getting the ball, cutting back in, taken by Tarinder Ratwatta, but the ball has been knocked down by Havis, though it will be a scrum in favor of KANDY. Just about 9 minutes to be played in the second half, and KANDY are sitting comfortably with a 23-point gap, 26 points to 3.
I think it's just a formality. Just about 7 minutes remaining on the clock. There's no catching KANDY.
White 11.
Yes, the replay. Mithun Hapugada cutting back in. Oshan Pereira didn't manage, and Tarinder Ratwatta it was. And it looks like Sharmal Veerasekara, the former Antonian player in 2012, who was a previous player from CR. There he is on your screen, wearing that number 20 jersey. The former Antonian, he played for CR for such a long time and has switched to his hometown, KANDY. Another big inclusion.
By the looks of it, KANDY looks determined to put another score on the board.
Jansen to Nigel. Tari puts the ball to boot. Ramesh Fernando right over it. Collects it. Gives it out wide to Mithun Hapugada. He will have dancing steps. He takes the ball into contact. Advantage being played in favor of KANDY for. That will be a yellow card. That might even be a red card. That's a straight yellow, a shoulder. He was playing advantage in favor of the Havis previously as well. That was also an infringement from Damien Ratwatta. And he came back and put in the shoulder.
I think that was totally unnecessary. He was in a position to catch the player.
Here's the replay. Mithun Hapugada. Damien Ratwatta puts that, and he goes back. And he does that. That definitely should be a yellow card. Might have even been a red.
Yes, I think the player is lucky. Color should have been different, in my opinion. But
playing with 13 men is KANDY. Nigel Ratwatta and Damien Ratwatta both in the bin. He has numbers on the outside for Mithun Hapugada. He gives the ball out wide to Shenal Dias. He takes the ball into contact. Pavindu Pereira doesn't manage to turn it over. Penalty in favor of the Havis. Quickly taken. But the referee blows back the whistle. Wasn't the right option. Right spot.
Mark here, please.
even though HAVELOCK trailing by 3 points to 26, they had ample opportunities to add some decency to the scoreline. HAVELOCK fans just hoping, even at the dying minutes of this game, they could come up with a try, two perhaps, just to have some decency, because they lost heavily, if I'm not mistaken, in their backyard as well. So up at Nittawala expected a better performance, not to be.
Asari Seneviratna has been replaced as well.
Once.
Good defense coming in from KANDY. Yet again, Bilal has it on the back, gives it out wide to Ramesh Fernando, and that will be the try scored for Ramesh Fernando. The first try for Havelocks coming in the 75 minute, and Ramesh Fernando wearing the number 14 jersey has scored.
Some respite, some consolation, having done all the hard work. Tired legs, tired bodies, still, even at the dying minutes of this game, even they have no hopes left. Good to see Havelocks still fighting. Good to see the fighting spirit, relentlessness from this young Havelock side.
Here's Ramesh Fernando, the try scorer.
Who had a brilliant game, by the way.
Yes, he really had a very good game, and Sandesh Jayavikrama. Sandesh Jayavikrama has the distance, but not the direction. So it will stay at 26 points to 8 with KANDY with an 18-point lead. And there are 2 men down in the sin bin as well. Nigel Ratnatha and Daniel Ratnatha both getting yellow cards.
I think even during the dying minutes of this game, Havelocks should fancy scoring another try. Just about 3 minutes remaining, 2 players out. They should realize that they got a great opportunity to score another try, which will eventually add some decency. 8 points to 26 already.
Just under 3 minutes to play as Tarindra Ratnatha puts in a high-hanging kick, but the ball has been knocked down, and Kavindu Pereira has knocked it forward, and Ramesh Fernando gives it out wide and step back. Plus a couple of players as Chanaka Chandimal giving out to Sandesh Jayavikrama, who doesn't manage to control it, but Bhavanta Udangamo does eventually, but it will be a penalty in favor of a knock-on in favor of the Havis.
Havis line expecting a clear ball, especially this man and on your screen, Mithun Hapugada, substituted today. I think he should have started.
Here's the replay. Chanaka Chandimal cutting past 2-3 players. Here's Sandesh Jayavikrama hit the chest of Tarindra Ratnatha, collected by Bhavantu Dangamua. And a scrum in favor of KANDY.
78 minutes up. Just about a minute and a half remaining.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady, both steady.
Can Havelocks create one more opportunity?
Ishan Johnson.
Not to be.
Advantage might even be played in favor of KANDY, and sure it does. Bhavanta Udangamo takes the ball into contact, gives it out wide to Tarindra Ratnatha, but the referee was eventually playing advantage in favor of that scrum. The scrums have been really brilliant in the favor of KANDY. They have dominated so much of the scrums and the set pieces, the scrums and the line out, and that is why KANDY are still unbeaten.
They pretty much dominated all the facets of play. I think, in my opinion, they should have at least put 35 plus points on the board, because they had the fluency going for them. Their line was brilliant as usual, and today, especially their forwards, risen to the occasion.
This is Asari Senivratna wearing the 15 jersey. The former Kingswood player from 2020. Young blood. Collected by Shemal Veerasekara brilliantly. And KANDY still going forward. Advantage in favor of KANDY, and a penalty one in favor of KANDY. KANDY with another opportunity. Havelocks being pinned back. Just about a minute remaining on our clock.
5. Number 5 side entry. Number 5 side entry.
Nigel Ratata has returned to the field.
This is quite possibly the last play. 79 minutes up. I think Tari will take just about a couple of minutes to complete the kick. If it went in or not, I think this will be the last play of the game. Most likely, unless, of course, referee's clock is different from the clock you have on your screen.
Here's the replay. Beautiful collection from Sharma Alvirasekara. And the Kandy forwards went forward, broke from the side, and good work from the forwards. An advantage being played in favor of Kandy, and Kandy will close the game out with a penalty. Tarinder Ratata measuring his kick up. This most likely will be the last play of the game. Kandy for a 21 lead. 21-point lead. Tari has the distance and the direction, and that will be it. Kandy still has time to play. Thought it was the final move of the game, but another passage of play will be played.
Just about few seconds remaining. I think we got enough time for one more passage of play.
The restart. Here's Talindra Totta. Chanaka Chandimal to restart. He puts a high hanging kick. Collected cleanly by Tarun Chaturanga. He has been good under the high ball. Has collected almost all. Here's Kavindu Pereira. Puts the ball to boot, and Kavindu Pereira still has one man to beat, but Ravin Fernando does really well. Bhavan Dudangam collecting in cleanly. He'll go into contact. No.
Looks like Bhavan Dudangam slipped.
Yes, Sandesh Vikrama, numbers on the outside. Ramesh Fernando caught him back in. He should have given the ball out wide. Dinal Lekanayaka, good work done from Ravin Fernando. HAVELOCK still in possession. That will be the knock. That will be a knock on, and that will be the game. 29 points to 8. Kandy remain unbeaten, and they have won the championship as well.
Pretty much. I think it's just a matter of making it official. But I think, knowing Kandy, they need to prevent their unbeaten tag. Next week, here at Nittavela, they'll be turning up and they'll be pressing the same buttons they have pushed today.
Yes, CR will be traveling up to Nittavela for the final game of the final week of the tournament. Here on your screens, good camaraderie shown by both players. All players for Kandy played really well. They even defended with the 13 men and held up against this formidable heavy side who has really played very well in patches, but that has been their downfall as well. Whenever they've attacked with good energy, but that has been a little too slow in the games.
To put many words in short, HAVELOCK just wasn't good enough today. Kandy were the better side by a country mile. They've been ably benefited by the mistakes committed by the HAVELOCK's outfit.
Chatro Soisa on your screen. He has been really brilliant for Kandy wearing that number 7 jersey. He and Taridu Chaturanga have been really brilliant from that flankers department. A youngster like Chatro Soisa stepping up into the boots of missing the boots of like Shan Lema Patirana, who played 7 at Kandy, and he's filling in big shoes, but he's done really well, really well in this season.
Passionate Kandy crowd pleased.
Here's
this is the full-time scoreline. Havelocks just 8 points. KANDY dominating 29 points. And by far the better team today. Havelocks simply had no answers.
And we'll take a look at the highlights, the full match highlights of today. The first try, the first penalty coming in favor of Sandesh Jayavikrama, as it was the early minutes of the game, and KANDY did brilliantly with the rolling balls. They scored twice through Tamil Disanayaka, and Tarendra Rathod was again brilliant at
I think
conversion
the
as well.
KANDY Rugby management should be extremely pleased with the way KANDY forwards performed today.
Yes, and it was Wajid Fahmy with the second try for KANDY, and yet again the rolling ball was formed. The first half tries from KANDY came through Royal Mall, the rolling ball, and it really was brilliant for the KANDY forwards, and Tari did all the hard work at centre. He also played at fly half when Nigel and Damien were in the bin. And this was the first try of the second half. Dina Lekanayaka, a lovely gap spotted by him, and Tari added the extras as well.
They created so many similar opportunities for their back line, because when they have fast runners like Kavindu, when you have players like Suge Bandara out wide, it's obvious the lines of the opposition moving away with the back in order to defend, and so much of space created inside, and KANDY knew exactly how to take advantage.
Yes, that has been the story so far in the season. KANDY have remained unbeaten. Good season for Coach Fazil Marija. He has really done well, and now we will take a look at the key stats of the game. We'll have to wait a little longer. The stats of the game: KANDY scoring 29 points to 8. KANDY 4 tries, 3 conversions and 1 penalty, compiling their 29 points, and for Havelocks 1 try and 1 penalty, compiling the 8 points for the Havies, and KANDY with a comfortable win against the Havelocks here at their own fortress, Nittavala.
Bonus point wrapped up, match wrapped up, so do the title, and KANDY did everything right, and they are pretty much assured of finishing this season as champions. It's just a matter of finishing up on high against Sierra FC here at KANDY next week. We are hoping an exciting game to finish up the season for the cup segment.
Yes, and that will be the conclusion of this live broadcast brought to you by Sri Lanka Rugby, and we will next come to you live at Nittavala, where KANDY will be facing CRN FC.
This production is done by AdSart Live, wonderful team, and they are ready to bring you the live actions of the remainder of this tournament. With that, we are wrapping things up, and with an intention of catching you with exciting rugby, it's goodbye from Nittavala.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Live with joy. Live with nature. Live with hope. Live with trust. Live with dreams. Live with happiness. Inspire your life with colors. Nippon Paint.
වසර 102ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන් Nippon Odorless Paints තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles, original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need.
Play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Sidale Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.